Ladies and gentlemen, we all dream of success. We picture it like a shining star in the sky, beautiful, bright, maybe even unreachable. But let me tell you something today. Success isn't about the star, it's about the climb. And that climb depends on you. There will be moments in your life when everything feels broken, your plans, your strength, even your spirit. People may walk away. Opportunities may shut their doors, and you will be tempted to give up. But that's the moment you must understand something powerful. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your choices. You don't need perfect conditions to rise. You don't need everyone to believe in you. What you do need is to believe in yourself even when no one else does. Even when the road is lonely. Even when progress is slow. Even when the world tells you that you can't be specially then. Let people doubt you. Let situations test you. Let failure visit. But do not let any of it define you. The world can put limits around you, but only you decide whether to wear them. Success is not found in applause. It is found in resilience. It's in the moments when you cry but still move forward, when you fall but rise with more determination, when you're tired but keep going anyway. You have a voice. Use it. You have a heart. Follow it. You have a mind. Believe in it. You have scars. Wear them with pride. Every scar is a story of survival. Every tear is proof that you cared enough to fight. And every setback is an invitation to come back stronger. Remember, success isn't about never falling. It's about refusing to stay down. It's about whispering to yourself, I am not done yet, and then proving it. No one else can walk your path. No one else can feel your pain. No one else can write your story. That's your power. That's your responsibility. So the next time you look in the mirror, don't ask the world what you're worth. Look into your own eyes and say, I decide. My success depends on me. Success depends on me. Success is not about circumstances, but choices. Your environment may challenge you, but your response defines you. Believe in yourself, especially when no one else does. Self-belief is the foundation of every comeback story. Resilience is greater than applause. True success lies in rising every time you fall, not in how many people clap for you. Your scars are proof of your strength. Wear them with pride. They tell the story of your survival and growth. Failure is not the end. It's an invitation to rise stronger. Every setback is a setup for a more powerful return. Your story is yours to write. No one else can walk your path. Own it, shape it, and rise on your terms. Success is not about circumstances, but choices. This idea may seem simple, but it holds the power to change the entire direction of your life. Too often, we wait for the perfect moment, the perfect support system, the perfect opportunity. We tell ourselves, if only I had this, or if only they supported me, then we would finally move forward. But the truth is, those if onlys can keep us trapped forever. Circumstances will rarely be ideal. Life doesn't pause and align itself to make things easy for us. But what we do have always is the power to choose. Your choices shape your life more than your circumstances ever will. You may not have control over where you were born, what family you came from, or the challenges life throws your way. But you do have control over how you respond. You can choose to stay down or get up. You can choose to complain or create. You can choose to focus on what's missing or work with what you have. That choice is yours. And it is one of the greatest powers you will ever possess. Some of the most inspiring people in the world come from the most difficult backgrounds. What sets them apart isn't that life handed them a golden opportunity. It's that they chose not to let their circumstances define them. They made a decision to rise, to persist, to believe in something greater than their current situation. And every small choice they made, whether it was to try again after failing, to learn something new, or to keep going when no one was watching, built the foundation for their success. It's important to understand that choices are not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes the most powerful choice you can make is the quiet decision not to give up. The choice to keep believing when you feel invisible. The choice to get out of bed and face the day when your heart is heavy. These moments may seem small, but they are not. They are life-defining. We often give too much credit to luck, to timing, to privilege. While those things may open doors, only your choices will walk you through them. Life is not fair, and it never will be. But it is full of moments where your decision, your mindset, and your action can shift everything. And once you begin to take ownership of that truth, you stop waiting, you stop blaming, you stop doubting. You start living, growing, creating. So no matter where you are today, remember, you are not stuck because of your circumstances. You are not limited by what you were given. You are powerful because you can choose. And it is that power, not the situation you are in, that determines your success. Believe in yourself, especially when no one else does. This is not just advice, it is a necessity. There will be seasons in life when support is scarce, when the people you thought would be there step back, and when your dreams seem too big or too strange for others to understand. In those moments, the only voice that can carry you forward is your own. The belief you hold in yourself becomes your lifeline, your fuel, and your foundation. We grow up conditioned to seek validation. We want someone to tell us we're on the right path, that we're doing well, that we have what it takes. And while encouragement is beautiful, it's also unreliable. People change. Opinions change. What's admired today might be criticized tomorrow. If your self-worth is tied to the approval of others, it will rise and fall with their moods. But when your confidence is rooted deep within you, it remains steady, no matter how loud the world gets. There will be times when people won't see your vision. They may laugh, dismiss you, or simply ignore your efforts, not because you aren't capable, but because your dreams challenge their understanding of what's possible. In those moments, you must stand firm. You must protect your vision like a flame in the wind, shield it, nurture it, and believe in it even when the light flickers. Believing in yourself doesn't mean arrogance. It means trusting your instincts. It means knowing that your dreams are valid, even if they look different from what others expect. It means getting back up when you fall, not because someone clapped for you, but because you know you're not finished. It's reminding yourself over and over again that you have something valuable to offer, even if no one sees it yet. This kind of belief isn't built overnight. It grows through experience, through failure, through persistence. Every time you take a step without applause, every time you try again after being ignored, you are strengthening a kind of faith that cannot be shaken by rejection. You are learning to be your own source of strength. When you believe in yourself, you create space for others to believe in you too. Confidence is contagious. People are drawn to those who move with purpose and certainty. But more importantly, self-belief gives you the courage to act, to take risks, and to keep going when the road is uncertain. You will never be able to control what others think or say, but you can choose what you believe about yourself. And that belief, that quiet, persistent voice inside you, is more powerful than any outside doubt. So even if the world tells you to stop, keep walking. Even if no one stands with you, keep standing. Because the moment you believe in yourself is the moment you become unstoppable. Resilience is greater than applause. In a world obsessed with recognition, likes, followers, and standing ovations, it's easy to measure success by how loudly people clap for us. But applause fades, crowds move on, What stays with you, what truly shapes your journey is resilience. It is your ability to endure, to stand again after falling, to keep going even when there's no one watching and no one cheering. Applause is external. Resilience is internal. One is fleeting. The other is permanent. When you rely on applause for motivation, your progress becomes fragile. The moment the praise stops, so does your momentum. But when your drive comes from within, it cannot be silenced. You don't wait for others to notice your efforts, you do the work because you believe in the outcome. You keep showing up because your purpose matters more than the spotlight. Some of the most extraordinary progress happens in silence. Late nights when no one sees you studying. Early mornings when you practice alone. Countless failures no one will ever hear about. These moments don't come with claps or trophies, but they are the building blocks of greatness. Resilience is built in the shadows. It is developed through pain, setbacks, criticism, and self-doubt. And yet, it's in those exact moments that you grow the most. Think about the people you admire not for their fame, but for their strength. The ones who kept going despite illness, poverty, heartbreak, or loss. What inspires us is not how popular they were. It's how they endured. How they refused to quit. Their resilience became their legacy, not the applause they received along the way. The truth is, applause is unpredictable. Sometimes people will celebrate you, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll recognize your effort, and other times they'll ignore it completely. If your worth is tied to the response, you will constantly question yourself. But when you develop resilience, your sense of purpose becomes independent of approval. You start doing things for the right reason, not to be seen, but to be fulfilled. Not to be praised, but to make progress. Resilience means taking the harder path. It means trusting the process even when the results are invisible. It means being okay with being misunderstood or overlooked because you know what you're building is bigger than anyone else can see right now. That kind of strength cannot be handed to you. It must be earned. And it is more valuable than any standing ovation. So don't let applause become your compass. Let your resilience guide you. Because one day, long after the noise fades, what will matter most is not who cheered for you, but how you kept going even when no one did. Keep rising. Keep fighting. Keep believing. That's where real success lies. Not in the applause, but in your unstoppable, unshakable, quiet strength. Your scars are proof of your strength. They are not signs of weakness or failure, they are reminders that you survived what was meant to break you. In a world that often tells us to hide our pain, to cover our wounds, and to pretend we are always fine, showing your scars is an act of courage. It means you are not ashamed of your past. It means you have chosen healing over hiding and growth over perfection. Every scar has a story. Some are visible, others are hidden deep within. But whether physical or emotional, each one marks a battle you faced and overcame. They are the silent witnesses of your resilience. The truth is, we all carry scars, wounds from words, from loss, from rejection, from failure. When you stop hiding your scars, you begin to connect with others in a more honest way. You become a source of comfort, a reminder that healing is possible and that no one is alone in their pain. Sometimes we wait to feel fixed before we move forward, as if healing means returning to who we were before the pain. But the truth is, you are not meant to go back, you are meant to grow into someone new. Your scars are not detours, they are part of your design. They show that you have depth, that you have been tested, and that you are still here, standing. So the next time you look at your scars, whether on your body or in your heart, do not wish them away. Thank them. They are your proof. They show you've endured heartbreak but kept loving, faced fear but kept moving, met failure but kept trying. You are not broken, you are rebuilt. stronger, wiser, and more real than ever before. Let your scars speak, not of damage, but of strength. Let them remind you of everything you've survived. Because in the end, it's not the untouched who inspire us, it's the scarred, the tested, the ones who rise anyway. And that is you. Failure is not the end, it's an invitation to rise stronger. We often see failure as something final, a red mark on the pages of our lives, something to avoid at all costs. But the truth is, failure is not the opposite of success, it is a vital part of it. Every person who has achieved something meaningful has first met failure face to face. It is not there to stop you, it is there to shape you. When you fail, it hurts. There's no denying that. It can break your confidence, make you doubt your abilities, and even make you question your dreams. But within that pain lies power. Because failure strips away illusions, it humbles you. It forces you to look deeper, to grow, to adapt, and to find out what you're really made of. It invites you to rise with more wisdom, more clarity, and more courage than you had before. Too many people give up after failing once or twice. They take it as a sign that they weren't meant for the path they chose. But failure doesn't mean you're not capable, it means you're learning. Just like a child falls many times before learning to walk, we fall many times before we truly understand how to succeed. Every setback teaches you something that success never could. It reveals your weaknesses. Yes, but it also reveals your strength. If you look closely, you'll see that failure is a mirror. It shows you what matters most to you. It shows you how badly you want something. If you're willing to get up again, if you're willing to try once more, even with shaky hands and a heavy heart, that's not failure, that's determination. And that is the foundation of true success. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history came from people who failed not once, but dozens, even hundreds of times. But they didn't stop. Because every failure brought them closer to the answer, to the solution, to the version of themselves that could handle success with grace. They didn't fear failure, they used it. You can too. You don't have to be afraid of failing. What you should fear is never trying, never pushing your limits, never discovering how far you can go. Playing it safe might protect you from disappointment, but it will also protect you from growth. And nothing meaningful ever grows in the comfort zone. So when you fail, and you will, don't run from it. Sit with it. Learn from it. Use it. Let it sharpen your focus and toughen your spirit. And then rise. Not as the same person you were before, but as someone wiser, stronger, and more prepared. Failure is not the end of your story. It's the chapter that makes the rest of the story worth reading. Embrace it, grow from it, and keep turning the page. You are not finished yet. Your story is yours to write. No one else can live it for you, feel it for you, or define it for you. From the moment you begin to understand who you are, the pen is in your hand. The world will try to offer you templates, labels, and expectations, but none of them can replace your own truth. You are not here to live a copy of someone else's journey. You are here to create your own. Too often we look around and compare. We see others succeeding, achieving, moving faster, and we wonder if we're behind. But your path isn't supposed to look like anyone else's. You have your own timing, your own voice, your own dreams. When you try to fit into someone else's mold, you shrink the magic of who you really are. You were not born to be a shadow. You were born to shine in your own light. There will be people who try to write parts of your story for you, people who say, you can't do that, or that's not realistic. Some may do it with love, trying to protect you from disappointment. Others may do it out of fear, because your courage reminds them of what they're too afraid to chase. Either way, it's up to you to decide which voices to listen to. And the most important voice you'll ever hear is your own. Writing your story means taking responsibility for your choices. It means knowing that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can always choose how to respond. You can choose to rise instead of retreat. You can choose growth instead of bitterness. You can choose purpose instead of pressure. That's where your power lies, not in avoiding challenges, but in shaping your response to them. There is no perfect narrative. Your story will have messy chapters.